With the Jurassic Park franchise going on for over 30 years with a 7th film on the way, here's how 6 Jurassic Park movies rank from worst to best. And in last place without doubt is Jurassic World Dominion. I have never seen a movie with so much promise crash and burn like this film. This movie had the makings to be awesome. All the dinosaurs aren't in the theme park anymore, they're roaming the earth attacking humans, and now humans have to live with dinosaurs everywhere. That is a fantastic setup for a Jurassic Park movie. But instead of focusing on that, they spend half the film focusing on the Slocus problem and corporate espionage. Why? You have dinosaurs roaming the earth and you're not going to explore it for the whole film? This is the most meaningless film I have ever seen. When you go into a Jurassic Park movie or a dinosaur movie in general, you want dinosaurs eating people and humans trying to survive them. You do not want most of the film to be about colony, locusts eating crops, a kidnapping plot, and this evil CEO guy trying to cover it all up. Imagine a scene where dinosaurs find the Eiffel Tower in New York. It could have been great. But either way, the dino action we do get is pretty underwhelming. Whenever the characters come across a dinosaur, all they do is extend their hand and the dinosaurs just back off and do nothing. Talk to hand. All the new characters in this film are terrible. They don't talk like real people, they don't have any personality. Even the characters that they bring back that I didn't mind in the earlier films are boring here. I just felt really disconnected with this film. I didn't hear about anything happening, and because of that, it's in last place. Next up is Jurassic Park 3, and now of all the movies in this franchise, this stands out as being the most forgettable and bland. It doesn't have the directing of Steven Spielberg, it doesn't have CGI as good as the other films, and the plot is pretty underwhelming. This movie starts off with a kid and his uncle skydiving right next to a dinosaur island, which isn't the smartest decision. And of course they get stuck on the island, so the kids hire Alan Grant to come back to the island and get them back. Almost every character in this film is stupid and annoying. The parents basically lied to get Alan to help them, and somehow we're supposed to root for these people. The wife keeps yelling her kid's name on the island like she doesn't know the island is full of dinosaurs that could possibly hear them. And guess what happens? A dinosaur hears them and then crashes their plane. Dumbass. It's not just them. Alan's co-worker steals a bunch of raptor eggs, and guess what happens? A pack of raptors hunt them down for the rest of the movie to get their eggs back. Doesn't this guy study dinosaurs? Shouldn't he be smarter than this? Every bad thing that happens in this movie is a result of the characters acting stupid. But to its credit, it's only 90 minutes long, so it isn't boring, and the dino action we do get is pretty decent. It's entertaining, but when every character acts like an idiot, it's hard to get invested or care about them. Next up is Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. This is a movie that has a lot of problems, but I think is a lot better than people give it credit for. This is the scariest Jurassic Park movie since the first one. Sure, this film has some goofy moments here and there, but every scene with the Indoraptor I thought was pretty creepy. There's also some good directing here and some great action scenes, but that being said, this may be the dumbest movie on this list. There's a scene where Chris Pratt is lying right next to molten lava and even splashes some of it with his hand, and then there's a scene where he gets engulfed in volcano ash, which according to Google can reach up to 1,472 degrees. This movie also suffers from a lot of dumb characters. Go up. Go up. Finally. Dumbass. Also, the entire plotline about this girl being a clone was just dumb and just feels out of place for this movie. So a film that has some good horror elements and great cinematography, but writing wise is one of the dumbest films in this franchise. And next up is Jurassic World. This has always been a guilty pleasure for me, and it's mostly because of nostalgia. I remember back in 2015 when I was about 8 years old and obsessed with dinosaurs, I would record this movie a lot because this was before I had Netflix or any streaming services, so I just watched whatever was on cable and Jurassic World would be playing a lot. I probably watched this film like 20 to 50 times, so obviously I would have a lot of nostalgia for it. Even today, I still find this movie to be a lot of fun. Out of all these movies, this has to be the most entertaining and rewatchable to me. I love the park itself and how it actually feels like a theme park. Just the premise of what if Jurassic Park opened and while it was open, the dinosaur escaped, I think is a great premise. And this may have the highest kill count of any of these films. One thing I don't like about Dominion and Jurassic Park 3 is that not a lot of people die in those films. It's pretty light when it comes to the dinosaurs eating people alive, but this film has crowds of people being attacked by a bunch of pterodactyls and military guys with guns being massacred by raptors, and this movie keeps finding different ways that the dinosaurs could attack people. Michael Giacchino also does a great job with the score for this film. So is this film dumb? Yes. Am I being blinded by nostalgia? Probably. I just find this film to be fun, and that's why I want from a Jurassic Park movie to have fun. And second place is The Lost World Jurassic Park. This is easily the best Jurassic Park sequel and the only one Steven Spielberg came back to direct. While the first film is more of a horror movie, this is more of an action film where you have more dinosaurs dinosaurs attacking people than in the first film. It's cool to see the different dinosaurs in this movie and the different ways people died from the dinosaurs. There's a lot of great scenes like the two T-Rexes attacking the RV and the T-Rex going on a rampage in San Diego. Oh, the last 20 minutes of this film is what Dominion should have been. Dinosaurs attacking big cities and people trying to survive. This film can feel pretty directionless at times, and once again, a lot of the characters are pretty stupid. There's a scene where two of the characters find a baby T-Rex injured on the ground, so they bring it to their van. And guess what happens? The T-Rex's parents come to their kid and try to kill them. Dumbasses. The writing is the biggest setback of this film, but everything about the directing, effects, and action makes up for it. But in first place, if it wasn't obvious already, is Jurassic Park. Not only is this the best movie in the franchise, not only is it the best movie from Steven Spielberg, but this is one of the best films of all time. I think the reason so many people connect with this movie and call it one of their favorites is how it's able to be a horror movie, an action movie, a dinosaur movie, all while having something to say. The themes of why humans shouldn't play God and the consequences of playing God are done really well here.
If there's one thing the history of evolution has taught us, it's that life will not be contained. Life breaks free, it expands to new territories, and it crashes through barriers painfully, maybe even dangerously. Well, there it is.
You're implying that a group composed entirely of female animals will breed?
You know what this is? It's a dinosaur egg. The dinosaurs are breeding.
No, I'm simply saying that life finds a way.
And that's another reason why I was so disappointed with Dominion. In that film, the humans learn to coexist with the dinosaurs and everything turns out well in the end. I think it would have been more interesting if humanity was wiped out, or at least the population decreased and cities were destroyed, because if that happened, it would show the consequences of playing God and how through human incompetence the world would be destroyed. And just like that, the franchise would have gone full circle and would have had a perfect ending. But no, they had to screw it up and now we're making another film. God, I hate that movie. But back to Jurassic Park, this film also has the most interesting and likable characters in the franchise who actually act smart and don't act like idiots. But of course, this film is fantastic. Steven Spielberg's directing is fantastic, the effects still look amazing to this day, and there's a lot of incredible tense scenes as well. This franchise may still be going for better or worse, but this film will stay the best for years to come.